Good morning everyone. Welcome to our physics class. First of all, we can start our class with a silent prayer. Okay, we are going to start the next topic. Our next topic is time. As we all know, time is the most important physical quantity which we are using in our life. So, we can define time as time represents the gap in between two events that do not occur simultaneously. Okay. Then, what is the common unit we are using for time? We are using unit as seconds. Okay. Not hours and minutes. Usually, we are using it as seconds. It will represent it as S. Small letter S. Seconds we are representing it as small letter S. Small letter S. Unit of time is equal to seconds. It is representing or denoting it as small letter S. Okay. We can use the units as minutes, hours, days, weeks, months and years also. According to the situations, we can use the units as years, minutes, days, months, etc. Suppose if you are saying your age, you will say in years. If you are saying the time, we will say in minutes, hours and seconds. Like that, appropriate units we can choose. Now, we can take the relationship between different units. So, all of you take your notebook and write down the heading as time. So, write the heading as time. Unit of time we can say it as seconds. So, 1 minute. 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds. 60 seconds. Now, 1 hour is equal to how many minutes? 60 minutes. Then, 1 day is equal to how many hours? 24 hours. 1 year. How many days? 365 days. So, these are the relationship between minute and second, hours and minutes, day and hours and year and days. All of you please note it in your notebook. Which is the instrument we are using to find time? That is clock, watch. All of you are familiar with that. Clock measures the time of the day. Okay. Then you can see watches. Usually clocks which will be hang on the wall, but watches, it is portable. Wherever you are going, you can keep the watch on your wrist. Clock we can say they are fixed timepieces. It will be hang on the wall. But if we are going out, can we take the clock to outside? No. We have watches, right? So, watches are the portable timepieces. We can take that to the outside. Okay. Now, you can see different types of watches like digital watch or digital clock like that. Then, another instrument that we are using is stopwatch. Stopwatch usually we are using to calculate the time in particular event. Suppose if you are running 100-meter race. So, if you want to know the time taken for completing 100 meter, how will we find? You have to get the exact value, right? So, we have to start this stopwatch from the starting point of your race and we have to stop it when you reach to the finishing point. So, you will get the exact time which you are taken for, it will be showing exact time including seconds. Okay, stopwatches you can see that used in laboratories also. Okay, so these are the basic things which we are dealing in this chapter about time. Our next topic is temperature. As we all know, we often come across the hot or cold bodies. So, temperature we can define it as it is the measure of the degree of hotness or coldness. That means it gives the value that how much a body is hot or cold. Okay, we can say that the SI unit, standard unit of temperature is Kelvin. So, standard unit or SI unit of temperature is Kelvin. It is denoted it as capital letter K. Even though the standard unit of temperature is Kelvin, most commonly we are using the unit as degree Celsius. Degree Celsius. So, it is denoting it as one small zero. Degree you know how to put it. Then capital letter C. It is denoting degree Celsius. We will write it as 100 degree Celsius. 0 degree Celsius. Like that we can write. And another unit is Fahrenheit. Fahrenheit. It is denoting it as degree Fahrenheit. Okay. So we can write the standard unit or SI unit of temperature is Kelvin. Commonly we are using degree Celsius. It is denoting it as degree capital letter C. Then another unit degree Fahrenheit. It is denoting it as degree capital letter F. Now the instrument which we are using for measuring the temperature, which is that thermometer. You know that, right? So thermometer is the instrument which we are using to measure the temperature. There are different types of thermometer. We can see to it which are the different types of thermometers. So first one is laboratory thermometer. These type of thermometers you can find only in the laboratories. While they are performing some experiments, they have to know the temperatures of the objects which they are using for the experiments. So, they are using laboratory thermometer. You can see in your textbook, this is the laboratory thermometer. Now, another thermometer is clinical thermometer, which is that clinical thermometer. Why we are using clinical thermometer? Clinical thermometer is used to find the body temperature, human body temperature we will measure using the clinical thermometer. So, here you can see another thermometer, that is clinical thermometer. So, the range of clinical thermometer is 35 degrees Celsius to 42 degrees Celsius. So, you can see some measurements in the clinical thermometer from 32 degrees Celsius to 42 degrees Celsius. That is the measurement. But when we are considering the unit as in Fahrenheit, degree Fahrenheit, you can see human body temperature varies from 94 degree Fahrenheit to 108 degree Fahrenheit. So, clinical thermometer thermometers are used by doctors in hospitals and clinics. The normal body temperature of the healthy person. What is that? 37 degrees Celsius, or we can say 98.6 degree Fahrenheit. What is the normal temperature of a healthy person? What is that? In degrees Celsius, 37 degrees Celsius. In Fahrenheit, 98.6 degree Fahrenheit. Don't say that 98.6 degree Celsius. It is wrong. It is in degree Fahrenheit. 98.6 degree Fahrenheit. Children, we will be discussing about the conversion of degree Celsius to Fahrenheit and Fahrenheit to degree Celsius in the coming classes. Before that, you have to do one activity. I will say now. You have to note down the timings of your breakfast, lunch and dinner. How will we note it? Before you are going to have the breakfast, write the date. Then you can write starting time, then ending time. Same day, you write the timing of your lunch. Starting time, then ending time. Same way, you have to note down the time of your dinner. Starting time and ending time. Only to identify that whether you are familiar with measuring the time. Do you know how to measure the time using the clock and watches? Right. So you can write just a small activity. Okay. Do that. Along with this, you have to write the notes. I will be providing the notes in the Google Classroom. So that also you have to copy it and submit into the classroom. Okay children. So thank you.